fucking crimes right now. Are you ready? Are you boys and girls ready to commit a felony on YouTube? All right, okay, so I Googled it and it led me to a patent, okay? Like a legit patent. Nervous system manipulation by electromagnetic field from monitors. What the fuck is this, dude? This is kind of creepy. What the hell is this? It's like a legit, like fucking patent to control human beings through the monitor. That's kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little fucking weird, dude. It's cool. The white van isn't going to attack me today. It's fine.
Finally got convicted on, I took a plea on, was a case in which I defrauded the government out of tax on every gallon of gasoline. I ran that operation for about 8 years. I had all the Russian mobsters involved with me on that. And at the height of my operation, I had 350 gas stations I either owned or operated. And I had 18 companies that were licensed to collect tax on every gallon of gasoline. The height of my operation, we were selling 500 million gallons of gas a month, and we were taking down 20, 30, 40 cents a gallon, close to $8, $9 million a week. I have my own infiltrated society at every level, from the guy on the street in the numbers business right up to the White House. And you would never see a politician talk to us like that, because most of them we supported. Fundraisers, we would go to them and contribute big dollars in order for them to do our bidding. As a matter of fact, in the gasoline business, I needed to have licenses for my wholesale operation. I had to be licensed in order to collect the tax. Well, I had 18 licenses. They weren't easy to get, but I was bribing public officials in order to get them, and they were only too happy to do my bidding. And as a result of that, I was able to actually defraud the government with help of the government, you know, with help of politicians. Will admit to this, I did play kind of a game with the government. For a time, I made them believe that I might go along with them, but then in the end, I never did. And as a result of that, my parole was violated. I was sent back to prison. So I want to make that clear. But you know what I really miss? I miss the camaraderie that we had with the guys. You know, what was so attractive to me about that life is, hey, when you come in, it's a brotherhood. Don't ever worry about your wife, your daughter, your sister. We got their backs wherever you go. You know, if somebody hurts you, we got somebody to back you up. Get contacted by a guy that was with Muhammad Ali. The FBI took him out of prison and put him in this undercover operation, along with an FBI agent that went undercover. His name was Victor Quintana. And he allegedly was a drug dealer at one point in time that cleaned up his act, but had a ton of money, wanted to get into the fight business. So they come to me. Can you introduce us to Don King? I'm with these people for 8 months, okay? All the while, they're recording everything that I do. I had like 83 recordings on me. I take them finally through Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton was a gun for hire. I worked with him a lot, right? And I make Al Sharpton set up a meeting with Don King to bring these two guys to meet King. So we go there. It seems to be so out of control because people are not aware.
See, it's already here, but we keep skipping it because we part of what I'm gonna do with my house. You got no house, no, it's just over. And so somewhere when you stop and think about how they do this, and it's right there in front of us, but you can't do anything about it because you learned way back then from a mama. My mother told me. And so when you stop.
Belief, disbelief, and all these different identities are crippling your ability to perceive. Because every identity is of memory, isn't it? So, the moment you identify with anything that is rooted in your memory, and all identities are rooted in your memory, you kind of crippled your perception. Now you cannot perceive. You will only juggle with permutations and combinations of the possibilities within your memory. This is how human perception is lost, because you made memory more significant than attention and intelligence in human life. So memory is not a bad thing, it is useful. But if you're always dipping your hands in memory, you're crippled. We have set up a system where memory is misunderstood as intelligence. From this comes your religion, from this comes your scriptures, from this comes your many social norms, from this comes a…
Find yourself, isn't it? Whatever definition you put on yourself is not correct. Any kind of definition you put on you, it is not enough to describe this one. When this small piece of creation is like this, the source of creation, how are you going to put a definition on it? You cannot define it, you cannot understand it, you can only dissolve into it. You can experience it, you can never know it, you can't make knowledge out of it. Whatever knowledge you have about God is just pure nonsense, cultural nonsense. Depending upon which kind of culture you are in, that kind of God you have, isn't it?